I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we journey into an epic tale of adventure and self-discovery with an amazing author. His name is Geromin Reyes, and he has penned a wonderful book. It's called Simon and the Morphic Field. This captivating fantasy introduces us to Simon, a boy destined to save his people and the universe, guided by mystical soul masters and a series of powerful character codes. As readers immerse themselves in this breathtaking story, they'll explore profound questions about ego, character, and the strength within us all. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight. We thank the team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put him in the spotlight today, and we ask viewers like you to support authors like him by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing his amazing book. The links are below this interview. Geromin, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Pleasure is all mine, my friend. This is such a great book. How did you come up with the idea?
Well, everything started when I was 5. At that time, I have a vision problem. And one night, I overheard my parents that they were talking about the financial difficulties that they were having, and they may not able to afford my treatment in case I needed to. So with the spirit of help them, I ran around the house and start to grab all the magazines and comics that were available. And I put a book stand or a magazine stand outside my house to start to sell and collect money. But something magically happened as I was around all these books and magazines that I start to develop a philosophy that it has been maturing over the time. And my philosophy is that uh, life is a daily adventure that we experience within ourselves. So Simon and the Morphic Field, along with the upcoming books on the Kharak and Third series, delves into these adventures, exploring the challenges and romances that unfold within our multidimensional existence, which is physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. And the desire to share these beliefs and perspectives with others, that's what inspired me to write this book. So I hope that readers will find a reflection of their own journeys in these stories and be inspired to explore their multidimensional selves.
Tell us about the Morphic Field and its role in the story.
Yeah, so a lot of things happened when I was at that age, 5 and 10 years, 5 and 6 years. So at that time, I used to have these kind of dreams where I was in the middle of the space, and I experienced a lot of polarity on the feelings, fears, empowerment, and all those kind of feelings. And then I always grew with that sensation. And it was a few years ago that I read about the concept of the morphic field developed by Rupert Sheldrake, that I embraced the idea that all the knowledge that we generate gets a storage in this kind of energy cloud. And then I got very excited with the idea to find a way to connect conscientiously. And so as part of that curiosity is how I materialized the idea of the Kharak and Ter series and decided to start with book 1, where Simon would teach the readers through his story, my experience of how to make that connection to the universal knowledge and wisdom to apply it to the day-to-day life situations.
Wonderful. How many books are in the series?
The series is 7 books.
Hmm. Wonderful. And are they all available right now?
It's available book 1, and the book 2, which is Mali and the Astral Realm, will be available later this year.
Great. Who's your target audience for the book?
My target audience is the parents of the next generation. That
Hmm.
is the age between 25 to 35 years old.
Mhm.
It's my target, but the book is can be read for any age, but that's the target audience.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about how you developed the 7 character codes that play such an important part in the series.
Okay. Yeah. So there are two ideological currents. One leans towards the concept of destiny, that each of the souls experiencing a human life has a destiny or purpose to fulfill. And the other ideological current asserts that we are in this human experience to exercise of free will. So the proposal of the Kharak and Ter series is that both ideologies are the extremes of the polarity of how we live. And the middle part of this pole is precisely our character. So that force that arises from the depths of our being when we face challenges that surpass our strengths and that we need to draw on our fortitude. So, and that strength is our character energy that is divided into 7 codes. And each one has its own polarity, one being the character itself, and the other one is the ego trap. That's the other part. So in each one of this book of the series, the reader will have the opportunity to get to know each one of these codes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Have you envisioned this series as a TV series, perhaps, or a series of movies?
Yes, actually, when I start this adventure to do it, so I was imagining as a movie, and in fact, my influence of how to structure the book and all that, it was I start to read some books about how the great Hollywood directors or create their masterpiece on movies, and so that was my influence. That was also the how the cover was designed and all that, because in my mind, I'm looking at it as a movie.
Wonderful. Yeah, it's very visual. It's very unique. I could see this as a series of films as well. I think it's a great story. So, Hollywood, if you're listening, let's get this made into a movie. That'd be great. Putting the word out there and putting the work out there, I think is perfect. And we even got some fireworks on that, which is terrific as well. That's great. Tell us a little bit about the kind of journey that Simon goes on in this book and how it reflects the theme of self-discovery.
Okay, so the book is, as has been mentioned, is a interesting blend between fantasy, fiction, and self-discovery. And also, the book is narrated in 2 dimensions, in the soul realm and the human realm. And the book starts when the universe was about on a brink of destruction, threaded by the human behaviors and decisions. So to prevent these destructions, the gods and creators came together to develop an emergency plan. They create these 7 powerful energies, known also as a character code, which embody the qualities necessary to restore and balance the harmony on the universe. So along that side, they also developed the 2 master souls, which is Kharak and Ter, representing the virtue, and Dark and Death, embodying the darkest side of the human nature or the ego trap. So, and even though these 2 master souls stand on the opposite of the moral spectrum, they share a common mission, which is guide the chosen souls to master their character code while they navigating the human experience. So then we go to the human world, where we will meet Simon and Dusha. Simon is he's the incarnation of the first selected soul, and he has a dual mission. On the soul realm, he has the mission to to master his character code to rescue the universe. And then on the human realm, he's the prophesied son of a tribe called Shomos, and he's destined to liberate his people from the tyranny of the Napiens tribe. And then we have Dusha, on the other hand, that she helps to explore the polarity between destiny and free will, and also showing how the journey to find balance impacts our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual dimensions.
It's wonderful. It's very effective. It's great storytelling for sure. What do you hope readers take away from these books?
Yeah, what I would love readers to take away is that the answers to whatever they want to achieve on their life resides in the understanding of their own polarity. And by applying this knowledge and wisdom, they will be able to free up themselves from the tyranny of their thoughts and emotions, and then being able to have a more meaningful life.
Absolutely. Wonderful goals. Very, very achievable, I think, after reading these books, because I think it'll give folks great insight. The book we're focusing on primarily today is called Simon and the Morphic Field. It is a captivating fantasy that introduces us to Simon. He is a boy destined to save his people and the universe, guided by mystical soul masters and a series of powerful character codes. This is one book in a series of 7. All of them seem terrific, and they are highly recommended. Harriman, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Appreciate your time and your insight and your candor. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time until next time on Spotlight.